Hello friends, welcome to the Cowboys Report presented by The Guild. Let's dive into some more news and rumors around the Dallas Cowboys. First up, did David Irving finally get his tender? 4 stars on this one. David Irving was hit with the second round tender today by the Dallas Cowboys. The deadline was 4 p.m. Eastern, the start of the new league year. The Cowboys finally put that tender on Irving. Had kind of got to the point where it was like, Dallas, did you guys forget to do this? You're kind of low on time there. In the end, it'll cost the Cowboys just under $3 million. Having it be the second round tender means that a team could attempt to sign David Irving away. And I want to know from you guys, what should the Cowboys do? Should they keep him, i.e. match any offer that comes across their desk, or Irving that signs? Or should they try to trade David Irving and allow a team, which is what I think they're doing right now, is they're more or less daring another team, maybe it's the Colts, for example, to say, yeah, we're going to give David Irving a big contract extension, and we'll give the Cowboys our second-round pick. I'm a little bit surprised the Cowboys are so willing to risk losing David Irving, but I've always felt like they don't fully trust Irving going forward. All right, folks, once again, I'm Tom Downey. Follow me on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney for more Cowboys coverage as we get here into the meat of free agency. You'll see stars for each of our rumors and news items. Here's what they mean. 0 stars is the number of fights Odell Beckham won against the net. 1 star is a small shred of truth. 2 stars means the people are talking. And 3 stars means what we're talking about is pretty likely not quite set in stone, but it'd be a surprise if it doesn't come true. And 4 stars means that, yeah, Dez caught it. It's a fact because, well, Dez Bryant caught that pass against the Packers. Get to some more news and rumors here. We mentioned tendering David Irving, but there are 2 players the Cowboys have not tendered, and 4 stars on this one as well. It is fullback Keith Smith, which we knew was going to happen, especially for those of you who have watched the Cowboys Report in the past, and quarterback Zach Dysert. Dysert was an exclusive rights free agent. Now that he's not tendered, well, he might not come back to the Cowboys. Smith, though, the Cowboys want to sign to a long-term deal, and I think you'll see that get done at some point in the offseason. It's actually going to be cheaper for the Cowboys to have a long-term deal for their fullback rather than hit him with one of the tenders as a restricted free agent. Third up, as we're talking some more money here, did Anthony Brown and Dak Prescott get some bonuses? Well, yes, they did. 4 stars on this one as well. It's another news item for you guys today. So the way the NFL works is for later round picks, they have an extra pay based on performance. The later you are, the better you play, the more money you get. This year, Anthony Brown earned the 4th most, almost $500,000. Dak Prescott, meanwhile, was 9th, just over $400,000. So a little bit of an extra bonus for 2 guys who are late-round picks by the Dallas Cowboys. Next up, we'll talk some drafts here very briefly. Is Will Hernandez hanging out with some Dallas offensive linemen? Well, 4 stars on this one as well, and you can see it right here. Hey, Hernandez hanging out with Tyron Smith, and Hernandez is not so subtly saying, hey, I want to play for the Dallas Cowboys. He has said that in the past as well. He's hung out with some of the Cowboys linemen in the past. Now he's out with Tyron Smith. Hernandez could be an option in the first round for the Cowboys, especially if they trade down in round 1. So keep an eye on Hernandez as you look forward to the NFL draft. Time for a yearly rumor, if not monthly rumor here on the Cowboys Report. Ooh, what about Adrian Peterson and the Dallas Cowboys, where 24/7 Sports says Peterson should sign with the Cowboys, and I'm only giving this one 1 star because it's every single season. It's, ooh, should Peterson play for the Cowboys? We get it. Peterson grew up a Cowboys fan. There's been other connection in the past. Here's the thing, though, for the Cowboys and Peterson. Adrian Peterson wants to be a starting running back, or at least get a significant amount of the carries. He's not going to get that in Dallas unless Ezekiel Elliott gets hurt or suspended again. So if you're Peterson, why would you want to go play for Dallas? And then if you're the Cowboys, why would you want to bring in Peterson, who might have some issues in the locker room if he's not getting a lot of carries? So I'll let you guys sound off. Do you want the Cowboys to sign Adrian Peterson? I'm giving it 1 star because if he wants to sign for like $1 million or maybe that Darren McFadden contract from last year, maybe it makes some sense. But I would rather the Cowboys spend a late-round pick on a halfback, get younger and cheaper at the halfback spot, and pair someone with Rod Smith. Next up, is Zack Martin a big free agency winner? 4 stars on this one as well. When the details came out on Andrew Norwell's contract, Zack Martin and his agent must have been celebrating. It is 5 years, $66.5 million, and you got to think that Zack Martin will attempt to eclipse that with his extension with the Dallas Cowboys, and frankly, I'd be really surprised if Martin didn't eclipse what Norwell got. This is why the Cowboys try to get a deal done before the offseason and before even the year started. They didn't get it done. It should still get done, but Martin is very happy with the deal that Andrew Norwell got. That is now the benchmark for offensive guards, and Martin is one of the best ones, if not the best one, in the NFL. All right, time to talk Dez Bryant because, well, what's a Cowboys report without some Dez Bryant talk? Should you all be worrying or maybe happy about Dez Bryant's Instagram post? It was an interesting story that kind of happened later last night that Dez Bryant put out an Instagram post. I'm only giving this one 2 stars, by the way, because I don't really think there's anything to be had here. But Dez Bryant put on an Instagram post that had the star emoji plus 88 equals X. Now, 2 ways to look at that. One, oh, throw up the X, because that's what Dez always does. Or X as in EX, as in your X. Maybe Dez is saying, ooh, this, I'm not going to be with the Cowboys next year. Jane Slater of NFL.com talked with Dez Bryant. Dez said don't read into anything that he's posted on Instagram. That was just an Instagram post. So let's all calm down. Let's not read too much into what the athletes are posting on Instagram, especially for a guy like Dez Bryant. There's no change in his status yet for Dez. As of right now, he is still with the Dallas Cowboys. With that said, the Cowboys did make a move to get rid of Dez Bryant, although it didn't work out for them. The Cowboys tried to swap out Sammy Watkins for Dez Bryant. 4 stars on this one. The Cowboys made a push to sign Watkins and reunite him with his old receivers coach, Sanjay Lal. However, though, the price was too high for Sammy Watkins. He signed a 3-year, $48 million deal with the Kansas City Chiefs. That's top 5 wide receiver money. Dallas also had some interest in Allen Robinson, but Watkins was their big push, and in the end, the Cowboys couldn't make it happen. And for those wondering, this was not a Sammy and Dez scenario. This was a getting Sammy Watkins and dumping Dez Bryant as a result. I do want to know from you guys, who would you rather have, Sammy or Dez? For the price tags involved, I think I'd actually prefer Dez Bryant. Now, maybe some of you at home watching don't agree with me, but I think that Dez is a cheaper player, and frankly, his yards and catches were better than Sammy Watkins. Yeah, the TDs weren't that great, and maybe Watkins is younger and has some more upside, but I think for what they are right now, Dez isn't really that bad of a deal when you look at some of the other guys that signed massive contracts in free agency. One final rumor. Everyone's been wondering why the Cowboys haven't made any free agency moves. Well, if you watch the show, we told you this was going to be the case. The Cowboys were not going to spend a lot of money in free agency. With that said, Mike Fisher reports, I'm going to give this one 2 stars, that the Cowboys are trying to work on something big. Now, Fisher didn't clarify what that was, says he doesn't know, but I think you guys are in agreement with me on this one. When I hear something big for the Cowboys, I immediately go to Earl Thomas or trade. Maybe they're trying to free up some cap space and end up getting a guy like maybe a big name like Ndamukong Suh, who has not been officially cut yet by the Miami Dolphins. So if there is something big going on that would, I think, help out Cowboys fans, make them feel a little bit better, of course, that's not to say that something big will go down. So if it is something big, I want to know from you guys watching at home, who is the one player you want the Cowboys to get? You can take your pick of anyone in the NFL, maybe make it a little bit more realistic, but I'm going with Earl Thomas. If you're the Cowboys, if the Seahawks want anything other than your first-round pick, I think you do the deal. If you can get Earl Thomas for your second-round selection, I do that in a heartbeat. And maybe if a team comes through and offers a big money deal to David Irving, you get that second-round pick back and you flip it for Earl Thomas. Just an idea. I don't know if this is something that will actually go down, but it is worth monitoring here on the Cowboys Report. Once again, folks, I'm Tom Downey. Follow me on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney for more Cowboys coverage. If you missed anything from the show, don't worry. We're going to play it here again in just a second.